Attention, 49ers fans. The Pro Football Focus just dropped some intriguing insights that have us all on the edge of our seats. Our 49ers are not only being spotlighted for potential departures, but also for a coveted addition that could bolster our defensive prowess. Imagine a dynamic new force joining our ranks, ready to wreak havoc on opposing offenses. Don't miss out as we break down how this could be a defining moment for our team's future. The buzz around the San Francisco 49ers is palpable, especially with Pro Football Focus highlighting them as a prime landing spot for some top-tier free agents. One name that stood out is Teven Jenkins, the talented offensive lineman from the Chicago Bears. It's exciting to think about how Jenkins could bolster our offensive line, providing that extra protection for our quarterbacks. In a league where every inch counts, a player like Jenkins could make a significant difference. But it's not just about potential new faces coming to the Bay. Pro Football Focus also pointed out some key free agents from our own squad who might be on the move. Charvarius Ward, Talanoa Hufanga, and Dre Greenlaw are all intriguing players, and I can't help but feel a mix of anxiety and anticipation regarding their future with the team. Ward and Hufanga could be headed to the New York Giants, while Greenlaw might find a new home with the Los Angeles Rams. Losing them would undoubtedly create holes in our defense, and it raises the question, how do we fill these gaps effectively? Now, let's pivot to a player who could potentially fill one of those gaps and become a critical piece of our defensive puzzle. Osa Odigizua from the Dallas Cowboys. According to Mason Cameron, Odigizua has established himself as a reliable interior pass rusher over the last 2 seasons, and he's ranked as the 30th best impending free agent. I can already envision him in a 49ers uniform, wreaking havoc on opposing quarterbacks. His stats speak volumes, over 100 pressures and 10 sacks in the last 2 seasons, along with a career-high 4.5 sacks last year. The guy's a playmaker, and bringing him into the fold could be exactly what we need, especially if we end up parting ways with Javon Hargrave. It feels like the perfect match, doesn't it? A player who can add depth and skill to our defensive line while helping us generate more pressure, which was a glaring issue last season when we ranked 27th in pressures generated. The possibility of Robert Saleh returning as our defensive coordinator adds another layer of intrigue. If he does come back, you can bet that adding a player like Odigizua will be at the top of his priority list. We need to improve our pass rush, and Odigizua's skill set might just provide that spark. But I want to hear from you, 49ers faithful. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. While I'm excited about the prospect of new talent, the thought of losing our key defensive players weighs heavily on my mind. It's a delicate balance we need to strike, maintaining our core while enhancing our roster with new talent. The San Francisco 49ers are making some serious waves as they prepare to invest heavily in their young quarterback, Brock Purdy. It's clear the organization knows the importance of protecting their long-term asset, and that's where the buzz around free agency comes into play. Pro Football Focus analyst Mason Cameron recently identified the 49ers as the ideal landing spot for Chicago Bears guard Teven Jenkins. Now, some of you might be wondering, why Jenkins? Well, despite a season plagued by injuries in 2024, Jenkins showcased his potential by achieving a career-high pass-blocking grade of 75.8. That's impressive, especially when you consider he allowed a minuscule pressure rate of just 3.8%. For a team like the 49ers, who need to fortify their offensive line, this kind of performance is hard to ignore. Jenkins isn't just another offensive lineman. He's a second-round pick who has started 38 games in his NFL career. In 2024 alone, he played 14 games, all at left guard, which speaks to his ability to hold down a position under pressure. But let's not forget about his versatility. He's also logged significant snaps at right guard in previous seasons. That kind of adaptability is gold in the NFL, especially for a team that thrives on dynamic schemes. With Aaron Banks likely heading into free agency, the 49ers could find themselves in need of a strong left guard. Jenkins, at 6'6" and 320 pounds, has the size and potential to solidify that spot alongside rookie Dominic Puni, who they drafted in the 3rd round. Imagine Jenkins and Puni teaming up with Trent Williams on the left side. That's a formidable trio that could give defenses nightmares. Now let's talk about the implications of this potential signing. The 49ers are looking to build a solid foundation for their offensive line, and bringing in a player like Jenkins could be a game changer. It's not just about protecting Purdy, it's about creating a more balanced and explosive offense that can take full advantage of their skill position players. The team's success hinges on the effectiveness of its offensive front, so investing in a player of Jenkins' caliber makes all the sense in the world. And you know what? I'm genuinely torn about this decision. On one hand, Jenkins fits the bill perfectly as a player who can step in and make an immediate impact. On the other hand, can the 49ers afford to make this kind of investment in free agency when they have so many other needs to address? It's a delicate balance, and as passionate fans, we all feel the weight of these choices. So, what do you think? Was going after Jenkins the right move? I want to hear your opinions down below. The 49ers are building something special, and every decision counts as they look to elevate their game in the coming season. Will adding Jenkins to the mix help them make that leap? Or are there better options out there? As we continue to watch how this offseason unfolds, let's stay engaged and discuss the opportunities ahead. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep this conversation going. We're all in this together as we cheer on our beloved 49ers, and every fan's voice matters in shaping the future of our team. Let's dive into the comments and see where this journey takes us.